So when we try and execute this code, we will get an error on line 5 with a very scary looking technical message. Let us first rewind to the beginning and follow the visualization. So first we are initializing S1, which is an array of characters. We're initializing it to the American spelling of color. This is those 5 letters followed by the null character, as we have seen. Then we are initializing S2 to the address of some location in memory, and at that location in memory we have the string. Since we have already seen this, I'm not showing you the complete screenshot. Now let's look at line 4. Line 4 is taking S1 square bracket 0, which remember is the lowercase c, and it is modifying it. We are doing a plus equal to operator, which is analogous to the plus equal to operator in Python. Meaning this is saying the new value of S1 square bracket 0 should be its current value plus something. We cannot do this in Python because strings in Python are immutable. But here we are going to change the value. Now what does it mean to add to its current value this difference? Well, remember, I have said to you that capital letters and lowercase letters are all represented internally using numbers. It turns out that that numbering scheme is contiguous in the following sense. Whatever the number is for capital A, if you add 1 to that, you get the number for capital B. If you add 2 to that, you get the number for capital C, and so on. So the capital letters are contiguous, and then afterwards the lowercase letters are also contiguous. So when we add to the current value of S0, which is some number representing lowercase c, when we add to that number the difference between capital A minus little a, we are actually converting it to uppercase. If this seems confusing, think about the case where the letter at index 0 was actually little a. So if we take little a and we add this amount, the minus little a will cancel out and we'll end up with 0, which is the null character. But then we will add capital A. So we would be left with the number corresponding to capital A. What would we have done? We have converted little a into capital A. But the same thing applies if we started with little c. Why? Because the gap between capital C and little c is the same as the gap between capital A and little a, because of the fact that all of these are arranged contiguously in ordinal value. So this is a clever way of capitalizing a letter. So S1, 0 plus equal to this amount, this will convert the lowercase c, when I click on next, into an uppercase c. So now this is uppercase C-O-L-O-R. You notice that I have mutated my string S1, something that I cannot do in Python. But now when I try to mutate S2 using the same logic, this gives me an error. This is because this string, as Python tutor indicated, is in read-only storage. That means you actually cannot modify this particular array. So when you initialize an array using this syntax, this corresponds to an immutable string. If you want a string that is mutable, you should initialize it using this syntax.